Archie is in the way. Oh, this is graceful as hell. All right. Okay. Hello. This time I'm going to talk to you about psychoanalysis, life, and death. And I'm going to point out that I still have a special guest that is going to be annoying, but very cute. So this is just my life. Okay. So in psychoanalysis, the idea is that there are two fundamental motives that are always present and always competing. And here we have a different definition of libido. Yes, the same word, but slightly different concept. Which is a pain, for sure. Archie, please. Okay. So here, this definition of libido is about life drive, or sex drive. That it is all about kind of creation, protection, and enjoyment of life, about like it fuels your creativity, your productivity and growth. That is libido. Now on the opposite side of that, and as much as I want to call this Thanos, because yeah, it's Thanatos, possibly. But my Greek is fuzzy. Excuse me. I have to readjust my camera and my mic. Archie, I'm gonna ground you. Hi. Can I help you? What do you want? Talk to me. I know what he wants. He wants attention. Hi. Oof. Okay. Yeah, he wants to be petted. So Thanatos is based on the belief in duality of nature, that everything contains its own opposite, and this is similar to the concept of entropy, which is this idea of a basic universal force moving everything towards randomness and disorder. So think chaos. This was introduced later, and this is where kind of like Freud's anti-war kind of sentiment leaks in as a way to explain destructive activity such as war and the fact that everybody dies. For those of you who've watched Mad Men, the opening episode talks about this death wish, and this is that. So I encourage you to check that out. Alright, so more on the doctrine of opposites. Life and death, happiness and sadness, yin and yang type piece. It's the idea that everything implies and requires its opposite. Now, examples of this, pretty much, like the classic example of this is some emotion is normal. No emotion makes people unable to love. So like having zero emotion makes people unable to love, while too much emotion makes people unable to work. And just a cutesy little book quote, extremes on any scale may be more similar to each other than either extreme is to the middle. You actually see this with political orientation, that like communists and fascist, like it's kind of like a wheel almost, or like a U shape where the let's see if I can illustrate right here. Probably not. My tech abilities only go so far, but a kind of a U shape where like people in the political middle are pretty similar, but the further you go along the extremes, they're like the distance is closer to the other extreme than to the middle, is the idea. Okay, so next time, psychosexual development. Woo! Very fun, exciting, I know. Why is there a drone? I don't know. I asked Microsoft to generate defaults because I was curious, because they've updated their algorithm to include stock footage, which I thought was really cool. So apparently Microsoft thinks that a drone in a field is an apt illustration to accompany psychosexual development. Cool. So